Ladies and gentlemen, we are here live on IMPEACHMENT. Breaking news. The Senate did not pass whatever they were trying to pass so we could have witnesses in the impeachment trial. Oh yeah, it's ugly stuff. But on a real note, what we have going on here today is we're going to talk about the impeachment trial. No witnesses being involved in the trial, and we're going to get someone on the line here. We're going to talk about the wolf, whatever that is. We're going to learn together.
It's not the Wolfpack, it's Wolfpack.
Okay, we're going to get Wolfpack on the line. We've got Matt. We've got Matt Chaikin on the line, as you can see from the little thing. And, yeah, we're just going to really jump right into it. Matt's going to go ahead and call this guy up, and we're going to see how they're feeling.
All right, so I call him now?
Let's give him a call. Does he know? Does he know I'm on the phone? Okay. I'm going to assume this guy does not know I'm on the phone. This should be interesting.
Yo, is everybody there? Lucas, Travis, you guys there?
I'm here.
Travis is here.
Oh, shit.
Lucas
And it was one of his projects, but and then the thing is though, like CYT is unapologetically progressive, whereas Wolfpack is an organization that has to operate by being nonpartisan.
Right.
So certainly we try to welcome in any Republicans, independents, anybody who's concerned about corruption. That's why there's that bit of a divide between CYT. Like, they do good advertising for us.
Right.
But certainly we need to branch out a little bit if we're going to get this done. In Pennsylvania especially, there's a lot of Republican legislators in the state house. So it doesn't exactly help to be like a Bernie bro going and walking around in the Capitol. But in any case,
at that rally in DC, there was like some I guess they were like what's that called, libertarian or something. Yeah, one of them tried saying something about Bernie has dark money coming to him. That didn't sound right to me.
Well, maybe dark money, could be. Hard to say. That's the whole point of dark money, is you can't really say like where it's coming from ultimately. You can see like the not-for-profit corporations or super PACs that are throwing it into the election, but you can't. It's not clear because they don't have to disclose the donors who it's coming from. And that's the only people can get behind. It should be transparent.
But Bernie has said that he won't take that kind of money, right?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, he didn't get a choice. People can, according to our rules as they are now, as long as it's not coming to his campaign, he's really protected like independent of the candidate. And that's what the United is all about, is people being able to pull their money, whether those people are regular citizens, millionaires, corporations, or whatever. They can pull their money and then spend on however much they want on independent independent advertising. Like, they can buy a house, billboard, and out a bunch of flyers. And
Right.
the candidates, strongly implies to them, it's like, hey, we have all this money. It could be either for you or against you.
Right.
But they ultimately can't do anything about it. I know that I believe it was Bloomberg had said about offering up $1 billion of spending for whoever the Democratic nominee was, whether they want it or not.
Right.
So yeah, it's a problem, and something that we need to address, especially in Congress. Both, I hate to say both sides, but both sides are guilty of taking the money.
Without a doubt.
It is, if you are a rank and file member of either the Democratic or Republican Party, you are spending a good chunk of your time fundraising.
Well, that was really funny with AOC. They were like mad as shit that she wasn't going to pay the DNC. Did you hear about that?
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm sure she does not have to. She's not involved in the normal, I want to say, racket. The well, maybe not. Maybe extortion is too strong a word, but paying your party dues.
Right. Yeah. She's like, you guys tried stopping me, so why the fuck would I give you any money?
Yeah, really. It's like, you didn't want me here to begin with, so I don't think you can play your game.
Yeah.
Well, good that she's standing up for herself and trying to stay uncorrupted from the rest of the DC circuit.
Yeah, she's the OG already. She's like the OG of our generation.
Yeah. But in any case, I had sent you a link for our volunteer toolbox. Have you had a chance to look at that?
Oh, what, you emailed it to me?
I had earlier today.
All right, for those of you who are just joining, we are on the phone now, and we're on the phone with the Wolfpack. Not the Wolfpack, but Wolfpack. They are a grassroots Democratic campaign group. Now we're going to go back live with Wolfpack.
Little Bluetooth thing, and it seems to be working pretty good. Yeah.
Is it the kind that like has a mic or something?
Yeah, most of those earbuds have
charge level so they don't die. It's like, oh, what if I lose it down a storm drain? It's like,
yeah, I got some cheap $10 ones from like Market.
I think the person spent maybe under $100 for it.
Right. Yeah. I mean, yeah, for $10, probably it's not the worst thing. I don't know where the hell my phone is.
It's a document with a link, well, a bunch of links to different things, resources for us. I don't know how much you use Google Drive.
Yeah, I'm pretty familiar with Drive.
Yeah, good replacement for us if you aren't willing to pony up on their fees or
right. Yeah,
and you're a student.
Right.
Let's see. While you're looking for that, did you happen to know who your state legislators are? Did you look that up?
Nope.
Okay. It's also
not good.
Email.
Okay. I'm not good with names. I'm good with faces.
Well, that's something we need. I'm bad with faces. Fortunately, we have somebody who arranges dossiers of a sort for when we go to the Capitol.
What a dossier is like
the dossier
gives their name. The dossier gives their name and number.
Well, it just has essentially it's a picture of the legislator and
right.
basic information about them, particularly like what committees they're on, what they're interested in, and what our history is with them.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
So just so people don't walk in the meetings blind and have a sense of where the conversation's gone before.
All right, okay, I got my phone now. You said you emailed it to me. Let me go right.
It was at like 9 a.m., the ungodly hour of 9 a.m.
Yeah, I'm not good at checking my email either. I don't even have Wi-Fi right now, so like I just have to use data, and then I ran out of data, so I couldn't even check my email.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. That's that real struggle, man.
Well, do you think it will be able to proceed? I did.
Oh yeah, no. I'm over. I got internet now. I just earlier today when you sent it, I couldn't check.
Gotcha.
Yeah. It's loading them. Oh yeah, Travis. Okay. Volunteer call.
So hopefully those links came through. I'm never certain with Gmail. Sometimes I get an email back and the formatting's all screwed up in the reply part of it.
Right. Yeah, let's see. I got, if you can look up your state senator with your address. Oh yeah, okay. And then join the Google group. Okay.
Yeah, that's just the Google group. Maybe a little outdated, sort of like a forum, but it's a good way to like send out emails to everybody so that they see it. Mostly we use that to remind people of the weekly conference call. Mondays at 9, so that people have info handy.
I messed that up. I was supposed to call that one dude. I don't know if I was supposed to call him or. I'm
pretty sure that was John. I'm pretty sure he wanted you to call the get on the volunteer call. And actually said 9. I meant 8:30.
Yeah, I didn't communicate with him enough. So I had no idea what was going on.
All right. Well, if you get into the Google group and you're checking your email, you should be able to get a reminder of it. If you'd like, I don't know if it's a good time for you, but I could send you a reminder on Monday then.
Yeah, I just forgot. He kind of confused me because he was like, tomorrow. And I was like, don't you mean Monday? He said, yeah, but then that just like kind of confused me, I guess.
Okay.
Okay, so I clicked that link. I'm in the group.
A Google group. That link?
Yeah, I'm just looking at like the homepage. How do I like add myself into it or whatever?
Ah, did I send you the wrong link? It should be /join, so it should ask you, like, it should have a pop-up where you put your information in. If it's not at the top already, head up to, like, after Wolfpack PA, put /join.
Okay. I know it does say join, but I'm on a phone. Maybe it's different on the phone than the desktop.
Yeah, it could be. I know it's like, compared to the rest of like Google stuff, it's a little like finicky. I
just switched over to the. I switched over to the desktop version. Oh yeah, here's the pop up.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm on a desktop. Let's see.
So link to my Google profile and show my photo on post. So I choose that. No, you're just saying automatically subscribe me to the email updates. Okay.
I think so. I forget exactly what the language is there. Okay, I was going to say if you managed to join. I used with the Delaware group, I had the ability to manually add people if they agreed to it.
Right. All right, well, I think I'm in there.
Just to make things easier for people to figure out.
I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if you can see if I'm in there. I think I joined.
Might be able to. Might not be. It kind of hides the emails a little bit. Let's see, sort by join date. And of course, it puts them the most recent at the bottom. Oh, God, and I can't sort it the other way.
Oh, of course.
Nothing's ever convenient. We have way too many members in here, too.
How many? And this is just for the PA one?
Yeah, for PA, we got 715. Not like everybody's active there.
Right.
I'm not seeing you, but if it doesn't work out, I can always have somebody else who has the proper access to this add you to it so that keep up with us.
Okay, now I'm doing the other thing, the look up the senator thing. I clicked on Pennsylvania.
Okay. There should be a bar at some point on that website. They had, it should be off to the right. I don't know where it is on mobile, actually.
Oh, yeah, let me go to the desktop. I'll go to the desktop website. Hold up. Okay, I'm on the desktop one.
And it should be off to the right. Find your legislators, enter your address.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Okay.
And it should tell you your upper and lower chamber. I went to openstates.com on that phone. .org.
Oh, yeah, here we go, upper, lower.
So who are you looking at there?
Balin, Leach, Greg Vitale.
Leach, and what was the other name?
Leach and Vitale. Oh, what a surprise. 2 white guys. Oh, wow, what a surprise.
Yeah, what do you expect, man? Let's see here. Leach. Yeah, I'm going to get... yeah, Leach. He sounds familiar. He's the upper...
Lea.
Okay,
yeah, Balin.
Okay. Since you're sort of in this area, I'm pretty sure another volunteer had him. Let's see.
Okay.
He is District 17. Yeah, that's Vincent, of course. He is actually already a co-sponsor right now.
Oh,
so,
cool.
Well, part of this was I was going to have you shoot out an email or otherwise try and contact them. It always means more when you're...
Do they have like an office that you... Do they have local offices that you can go into?
Yeah, they do have physical offices, generally speaking. Like,
okay.
Mine has one that's just down the street a fair ways from me, but certainly it's a place I can walk into. Really depends. Well, I mean, they usually have pretty regular hours. Depends on the legislator. They might have multiple offices.
Okay.
They have a pretty big district, and they have the funds to pay for it. Leach, I got his Harrisburg number and I got his district number, so whichever you'd feel comfortable with. But as noted,
are these elected positions?
Yeah, they're elected positions.
So I voted for these guys in my last election.
Well, I can't speak to that. I don't know.
Oh yeah, but I did. Yeah, I did choose. I did have the choice to vote for them.
You should have. The Senate does not come up as often. I believe the House members, still a bit new to this, are every 2 years. I'm not sure how often the senators come up.
Oh yeah, so the most
4 or 6.
So the most recent one was the representative one.
It would have been, I believe.
Okay.
So Vitali also sounds familiar as a name. Surprise, surprise. He is also a co-sponsor. That's the problem with around the Philadelphia area is a number of Democrats who are already like on board with this legislation.
Are they both Democrat? I didn't even see that. Oh yeah, Democratic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're both Democrats. Yep.
Yep. So pretty much, I'll shoot you an email later then with like a script if you want to use like a form email. But basically, just reach out and say thank you to those guys. Helps to have a.
I'll stop by their office and say thank you in person.
Okay. Yeah, if you want to do that. I don't know if that does Open States tell you an address. I think if you click on the name.
Yeah, I'm sure I could Google it. Yeah.
Yeah, if you actually click on the name on there, it tells you where the district office is, what the address is.
Oh, word. Okay.
Yeah, and these they fixed the congressional districts as far as.
Oh, he's in he's in King of Prussia. I'm in there all the time.
Yeah, his district office here listed as Philadelphia. He might have another one.
No, I was talking about Leach, not Vitali.
Oh, okay. No, I was sorry. I was looking at my own. Of course, that is not going to correspond. I'm looking at Vincent Hughes' district. He's got a gerrymandered.
Oh yeah, and then Vitali is Havertown. I'm in there all the time. I can definitely stop in both of them.
Okay. Yeah, if you want to, then certainly I'm sure they would appreciate it. They don't get enough thank yous in their line of work for.
Yeah, I'd rather see them. I want to see them in action. I want to see if they're actual people and not robots.
Okay. And this is actually probably a good month for doing so because February, they really aren't in Harrisburg all that much. So if you're going to catch them anywhere, it's probably going to be in the district office. So get a good chance of meeting them in person.
Yeah, I was talking to the to the unemployment people, and this woman was a robot. She was just like repeating a script and could not go off script. It was terrible.
Well, generally the assistants are pretty good, I'd say. But then again, I also have a pretty good representative who holds town halls pretty much every month. Has done for like 88 times in a row. In the time she's been in office. So she's pretty responsive to her constituents. Haven't gotten her on board with this yet, unfortunately, but she did put on a town.
The one in your district is not on board yet? The one in your district is not on board yet?
Unfortunately not. She has her reservations. She was kind enough to put on a discussion, like make it the subject of one of her town halls. That was very clear. Because generally the concerns that some of the Democrats have, and a lot of this springs from groups like Common Cause, who are of the notion that, like, so the Article 5 Convention, that idea of amending the Constitution, has always evoked for people the idea of, like, the original Constitutional Convention, where a bunch of, like, guys got together in Philadelphia and closed the doors and decided, hey, we're going to write a new constitution for this country. And then they just like single-handedly like decided this. And it's like not a good description at all for what it is, because it lays out pretty clearly, hey, this is for proposing an amendment that the states have to agree on. But it's traditionally been used by more of those that are leaning or right-leaning in this position, generally because of people who aren't too much fans of the federal government and want to go around them. They find appeal in that notion. So things like balancing the federal budget, the Balanced Budget Amendment was a big one. Convention of States still makes that part of their thing, as well as just generally limiting the federal government's authority and term limits, which is admittedly a pretty popular position as far as addressing corruption.
Yeah.
Sort of a toss-up for some people as far as whether that would actually fix the problem or not. But so it's like the Convention of States people were another ones
Well,
that was represented there.
Judges have unlimited time, right? Isn't that usually judges get unlimited time?
Pretty much. I believe it's for good behavior, at least.
Yeah, I would definitely get rid of. Yeah, they definitely need some fucking term limits. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, that would certainly be nice. Like there are cases where it's like I go back and forth, where it's like, but then it's like you would lose the good people as well, and it's like you have a bunch of people who don't know what they're doing, and then you got lobbyists running around, so you got veteran lobbyists and newbie legislators. Not a good mix. But
I mean, I feel like you could have unlimited terms, but you still need term limits. Like you need to get voted in every time.
Well, technically, that's how it works. Like they still hold elections. It's just nobody wants to run against.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think judges, they don't even, once they're elected, they don't even have to get reelected. I think once they're in,
yeah, that's right. You were talking about the judges. Yeah, like I'm pretty sure we have votes to retract people, but in Pennsylvania, at least I'm pretty sure it's only ever happened twice. That's
right. It's way harder
by a vote.
It's always harder to get someone to vote to retract versus, oh, they're up for election, let's not vote for them. That's way easier.
It's like there's so many judges that you have no idea who's like. So you got to be pretty controversial to get yourself kicked out of office by the electorate.
Right, exactly. Yep.
But in any case, moving along a bit. So we get your legislators. I'll get you that info. Just an idea of what to say as a reminder there.
Just hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm back.
Yep. How's it going? So if you got that volunteer toolbox pulled up, it was the first link that was in here.
Let me go back to that. Hold up.
It was the only one that wasn't physically like spelled out as a web address. I kind of made it.
I see. It's a hyperlink.
Hyperlink. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Make it look nicer because the Google Drive links rarely look nice. Bunch of letters and numbers.
Okay. Opening in Google Drive.
Cool.
Well, it said it was opening it, but it doesn't seem to be doing it.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Here we go. I see it now.
Okay. So it has the banner at the top, Wolfpack fighting for free and fair elections.
Right.
Which, just as a note, I kind of didn't give you a sense of the situation of the state. Our bill, and pretty much this is the title throughout the different states, is referred to as the Free and Fair Elections Resolution. So we have an active bill in each of the houses here in the state, in the House, and then in the Senate.
Okay.
It's HR 457 and SR 192. I'll send you those in that email then, so you have that as a reference if you want to make a note of them by the non-common name, because they can look that up and figure out what it is and like who's on it and everything like that.
Where's your, my bad to get off topic, but where's your person's office at? One that has not agreed to it yet.
It's in Roxborough, Pennsylvania, like outside on the outer edges of Philly.
Let's roll up there.
What's that?
Let's roll up over there. Let's go drive over there.
Yeah, I've been meaning to go see her at some point. I've been
let's do
to catch her at a town hall actually, but yeah, I'll have to make an arrangement. I'll have to get out there at some point. But
we'll work on that. Yeah, we'll work on that. Okay, whatever.
Yeah. So as far as this goes, just taking a look at it. So they got a few different colored boxes here with some links in them, and you can feel free to review those. But a lot of them you don't need to look at them if you're not really getting into it too much. The main box you need is the yellow one up at the top, volunteer resources.
Okay.
So at the top, weekly call agenda. That, if you click on it, is our document where we have exactly what it says, our weekly call agenda. It's got the phone and then the code at the top. We use freeconferencecall.com because they're free. That's why we almost got shut down the other week. Like there was some regulatory thing, and then AT&T and Verizon didn't want to connect to them. I don't know.
Wow.
They didn't like their competition or whatever. Like it's like, hey, use our conference call technology. But
you know what they say? They say you can't plan the revolution on the enemy's devices. You know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they've been infiltrated.
Yeah.
And they're the only carriers in town. Then not too much we can do about it.
Right.
But fortunately, we got it back. So there's a phone number you can call, and then there's a code to connect to our particular room. Says the time, 8:30. We also have a video link. If you want to download the app to your computer or to your phone, you can see people's faces. They can see yours unless you turn off the video. But that basically, and it also has the bill names up there near the top, but it has a rough agenda of what we're talking about. Not super necessary, but the call info is there. Going back to the toolbox, we got we got a couple of presentations, Wolfpack's theory of change, which essentially lays out like what I described as far as the Article 5 convention approach and what our overall strategy is. If you want to review that at some point, feel free. They also have what's called the basic training, which is prepping for a meeting with a legislator as far as getting meeting, talking to the legislator, making some basic points, how to do the follow-up, that sort of thing. We'll talk about that some other time. If you do go, like say you go to the offices or Leach or Vitale, not super important because they're already supporters of us.
Right.
We do want to be logging our interactions with the legislators for posterity's sake, so we can have an idea of like, hey, where do we stand with this person? What sort of interactions have we had? So we got a link there, the fifth thing down, fourth thing down rather. It's a reporting form, and essentially you're going to put your name, when you spoke to them, whether they're in the Senate or the House of Representatives. Now, it asks for a district number. I'll get into that, how you find that out. Legislator's name, like what sort of contact it was, notes. And then before we get into that, so like that's where you would go to report things. Below it, the legislative contact record on the toolbox. This is the document that basically lays out what the different support levels are for the different legislators. We got a House tab, we got a Senate tab, we got their name, the district number, their party, what their support level is, what their capital phone is, what's Harrisburg, what their district phone is, whatever it is, like wherever they are. It's also supposed to have an email. It doesn't have an email listed for a lot of these guys because House in particular, for some reason they don't put that out there very publicly. Like they exist. They have emails, but they keep them hidden. So
No surprise.
Yeah. They got it on their business card, so getting a business card at a time, but I don't have editing privileges for this. You can see the support level. You can probably figure out it's labeled 1 through 4. 1 being a pretty strong supporter, like they've co-sponsored in the past. They voted it forward in like either a committee or on the floor. A 2 is sort of in the middle. Like we've spoken with them, but they're on the fence. They aren't super strong supporters. They might lean for or against. It's a pretty broad category. 3 is against. Like they worked against us, or they voted against us. They said, no way in hell I'm supporting this. Something along those lines. And then 4, which is the gray, 3 was the red. 4 is gray, basically means no contact. We have not had substantial interaction with the legislator enough to say, hey, with this person is this way or this person is that way. Or like we've tried reaching out and have not been able to really get a hold of them. Now I know these numbers don't necessarily get updated all that often. When you go to fill out like the form, the last thing it asks is basically to give them that 1 to 4 rating. Well, you don't rate somebody a 4. You say 1 to 3, because supposedly it's an interaction.
Right.
You can put NA if it wasn't like, hey, you're saying, hey, I called this guy like 2 weeks in a row and he didn't pick up at all, that you would say something to that effect. It's like, hey, he's just not answering his phone at all. Like, I don't know what's going on with this guy.
Right.
You don't necessarily need to log that, but sometimes I like to log that. It's like, hey, I've been trying, and he's just screening his calls for whatever reason.
Right.
If you ever forget who your state legislators are, it's got that link to the open states.
Cool.
Next link is the state page. We don't really use that too much. It's basically Wolfpack's landing page for us for the individual states. It's got a basic description, what's going on with the state, and some basic things we can do. Right now, I don't have too much going on. Oh, shoot. Well, don't look at that, because it's actually telling our action for the state is to contact Senator Mike Fulmer. And I know for a fact he's a Lebanon senator who was removed from
what?
Town.
Oh,
it's around where I grew up, and I saw, like, I had an idea of him, but he had to be removed from office because of child pornography charges. So
cool.
He was the head of a committee that we needed before, and unfortunately, he's not there anymore. We'll have to work with somebody different. I was hoping he could get replaced with one of my college professors, the guy who taught me how the U.S. government works and how it's supposed to work, essentially.
Right.
And he had some good positions. Like, he was like, yeah, let's do something about money in politics, but unfortunately he couldn't pull out a victory there. So kind of a moot point, but I need to make a point of updating our state page. It's generally leadership here. As far as the other ones on here, though, thanking our sponsors, our Senator Brown and Jay Costa, certainly, and I'm pretty sure Brown is a Republican. He's listed as a Democrat here. Interesting. Then urging support from the Senate President pro tempore, Scarnati. We keep heading up against his legislative assistant, guy by the name of Pancake. Apparently, I guess we've spoken with him a lot, but
his last name is Pancake. His last name is Pancake.
His last name is Pancake, and there were jokes we had in that
Holy shit.
conversation. It's not it's spelled with a K instead, but otherwise
it doesn't matter.
You pronounce it Pancake.
Yes, and he was making jokes about trying to get free pancakes from IHOP or whatever. It was a good conversation. The national guys were in on that.
You said that he's the assistant to who though?
He's like I think he's like the main legislative director for essentially the president of the Senate. He's President pro tempore. He's the head of the Senate.
Oh, okay.
Joseph Scarnati is his name.
Okay. But, there's a lot of names being thrown around. I can't remember any of them.
Yeah,
other than Pancake. I can remember Pancake.
But
Pancake,
if you end up going to that state page, most of those links are okay as far as urging support and thanking. Fulmer is not. He's not there anymore.
Okay, gotcha.
You're gonna get a bounce back if you try and send anything that way. Volunteer folder is just where some of these documents live. I wouldn't worry about that too much. Maybe you want to start it as a folder in your Google Drive, but not super important. It's the LCR is there, the weekly conference call sheet, the agenda is there. Team Google group, if you ever need to connect to that or whatever. And that's pretty much it. I think I hit most everything here that we needed to cover just to familiarize you with this. How are you feeling about the LCR? Is it intuitive? If you wanted to look somebody up, basically hit Control Find, punch their name in, and then you can get their capital phone, their district phone. If,
that works pretty well. Just doing the Control F is easy enough.
Mm-hmm. Let me just pull this up. Anything I'm missing? Nope, I think that will do it. I will just send along an email for you then, rough script of like what to say to people, but it's easy when they're a co-sponsor. And it sounds like you're just going to have an in-person, face-to-face sort of interaction. Of course, there's no guarantee they're going to be there, but just express your gratitude. Hope they pass it along. And, well, we can always use people fighting to get more support for our legislation, but
Right.
we need that more from the Republicans than from the Democrats, I'd say, to have some success. It's mostly Republicans on the committees that we're in, state government committee in both the House and the Senate. It's got to get out of committee before it can get to a vote on the House floor is how that works. And yeah, we're working on it.
Yeah.
It's apparently about who you know and not how much support something has.
Well, that makes sense. That's a very good way to do things.
Yeah. Democracy, right?
Yeah. Yeah, real democracy. Yeah.
Democracy. I like that.
But anyway, Matt, did you have any questions from anything we talked about?
No, yeah, I've been asking it along the way.
Was that?
I'm just asking what. I've just been asking the questions if I had any along it.
Okay, that's good. Alrighty, well, I think that's about all I had then, Matt. I'll shoot you that follow-up email then, and
cool.
Well, hopefully I can see you on the call on Monday then.
Yeah, we got to set up another, like, more meetups, and we got to set up that, like, a watch party thing just so we can get together more often.
Mm-hmm. And I've certainly been trying to do that. I'm helping somebody move for next weekend. But beyond that, I'm looking to do something roughly in this area. I'm looking to get some help from another volunteer on that who is interested in doing so.
Okay.
He's out in Narberth, I think it is.
Oh, yeah, that's right next to where I am, yep.
Yeah, so should be pretty easy to get to. But,
okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm interested in getting something like that going.
Oh, yeah.
Alrighty then. Well, Matt, I'll leave you to your podcast. Hopefully, this was a bit of a high note for it. And,
yeah, this is dope, I think. Lucas, this was good shit, right?
Oh,
good
absolutely. This was wonderful. I really
yeah.
appreciate you coming on and, giving people some valuable information.
Yep. Well, if anybody listens to this and feels compelled to join, and we certainly can use the help, wolf-pac, PAC, that is, .com. It was branded as the super PAC to end all super PACs as far as people giving money, and then it's using that money in the way that they were intended, like coming in to throw elections in our favor. Of course, we don't have a lot of money. A lot of what we do goes towards organizing volunteers and getting people to be working at the state level. I think we're working in most every state. It's something like 46 states that we have active teams in. So hopefully we're going to have someone pass soon. We just got some good news out of Washington, I believe, where we got a hearing and we're going forward on a vote. So they might be the next state to pass. So,
hell yeah.
Yeah, it's sad that it's not Pennsylvania, but.
Well, yeah, but once the West Coast, I mean, Cali's already gone. Once the West Coast goes, things start following that, just like with weed.
Yeah, it'll be the slow sweep over this way.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, well then, take it easy, Matt. We'll chat another time then.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it. Thanks.
All right, take it easy.
I'll talk to you. Bye. Yo.
Yo, yo, yo.
So yeah, that fucking Wolfpack, yo. You knew his fucking shit, right?
Hold on a second. What? Do you hear that?
What?
That noise.
Oh, they're delivering it? Yeah. No, Lucas, hold on one second.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us, we've just got off the phone with Wolfpack. And, yeah, we learned some very valuable information. If you want to get involved with Wolfpack, rewind the video just a little bit and listen for the link. I believe it is WOLF-PACK. That's Wolfpack. And their goal is to take big money out of politics. I think what they said was they were forming the super PAC to end all super PACs. Alrighty. Now, we had some things planned, but Matt decided to get off the phone. I guess I could always do this by myself. Can't be that hard to run a show by yourself, can it?
No, I'm here, yo. I was just talking to other people.
Oh, Matt's on the line, guys. Okay, now we're gonna watch a couple.
Yo, but he was saying you should try to get active in Wolfpack in Georgia.
Well, he didn't say much about it in Georgia.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's mainly me and him talking, but you just gotta. I'll send you some links and shit.
All right,
Pretty
perfect.
easy to get involved.
I'm gonna get active. You better believe it.
Yeah.
All right, you ready for this? You ready for
Yeah,
these?
let's do it.
I got some clips for you. All right, and in case anybody did not know, we are live here on Inspired Distraction, and we're talking about the impeachment trial that took place this week. And, oh yeah, there was a little bit of a rally that was going on. So let's tune into an audio clip from the rally. Got a couple clips lined up, so get ready.
Courage of our warriors, the greatest warriors in the world. The ISIS caliphate has been totally destroyed, and its savage founder and leader, al-Baghdadi, is dead.
Yo, fuck him talking about someone being dead. He couldn't fucking kill someone if he tried. Fucking pussy.
Oh, man. So you actually can't see this, can you? All right. We'll stop it right there. I've got a couple sound bites for you.
This is a man that had bone spurs when the war, came up, but now he's, jerking off to killing people. Oh, okay. Then go do it yourself, pussy.
Yeah, he's excited about that. And look, he basically said they were still planning attacks, but this is how he responded. Hold on. This is how he responds.
We stopped him cold.
Really? You stopped him cold?
I can barely hear it, but it's very quiet.
What the fuck? All right, you ready?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
We stopped him cold.
What a fucking weirdo.
Was that too quiet for you?
No, I can hear that one. This is a little bit better.
Okay, how about this?
We stopped him cold.
Same thing?
We stopped him cold. We stopped him cold.
Oh.
We stopped him cold.
Look, and in
He's
case you were worried about, what the fuck's going on with the economy, don't worry.
We also signed a fantastic new trade agreement with China.
China!
China!
Oh, and then
We stopped him cold.
We stopped him cold. Doop, doop, doop. It's like a song.
fucking goof. That's all I can
Hey,
say.
he's a loser.
Hey,
He's a loser Donald. Hashtag loser Donald.
hey,
Being nice is how we show people we love them. We should be nice to everyone.
I am being nice to him. I can be way the fuck meaner.
hey, look, don't make me do it. Don't make me hit that button.
Be nice to everyone, and they will be nice to you.
Hey, how you like
he
that?
needs that playing. He needs that playing in his ears 24/7.
Oh God, I know that would be great. Be very what's the word?
Yeah, instead of his head is we stopped him cold. Where's my McDonald's? I need another soda and another soda and another soda and another soda.
Yeah.
This dude drinks 20 sodas a day. Fucking disgusting.
Oh my goodness gracious. Hey guys,
Yes.
we're gonna take a very, very, very short commercial break, and we're gonna come back with some more footage for you. Stay tuned. GMC Productions. Check them out at letsgmc.com. You can find them on Instagram at letsgmc or on Facebook, Garrett Livingood. Of course, you can find them on YouTube at GMC Productions, LLC. If you want to be educated, entertained, or inspired, check out Grow My Community. letsgmc.com. Don't miss out on the next opportunity to grow. Do you like podcasts? Do you want more podcasts? Well, here's a good one. Check out A Time Shared. You can find them on any major podcast streaming platform. And of course, you can find them on Instagram and YouTube at A Time Shared. Or on Facebook at Charbel Milan. Trust me when I say this podcast has absolutely tons of valuable information that we could all benefit from. So don't miss the chance to check out the next episode of A Time Shared. All of the links can be found in the description below. A Time Shared. It's a podcast. Oh yeah. Hey, look, we're back. It's Inspired Distraction. It's me, your host, Dr. Distracted. On the line with me now, Matt Chaikin, all the way from Philadelphia. All the way from the other line. Matt, are you there with me?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm getting ready to go.
Where are you going?
We're going to go eat and shit.
Oh, gonna go eat and shit? Why don't you shit and then eat?
Well, I mean,
So
life is kind of eating and shitting and eating and shitting and eating and shitting.
You
Kind
made,
of a repetitive cycle.
you made me watch, or I'm sorry, you made me listen to that god-awful phone call for
Wow, you're insulting your own content? Damn.
probably for an hour, I think is how long that lasted.
Yeah, but it was super, that's like how the fucking government works. He knows all that shit. I never even knew how to look up my own people.
Well, that's because you
That's
didn't
cool that I know
try.
who they are now.
You never tried.
Huh?
You've never tried.
Oh, I definitely have tried before. When the election is coming up, I always try to figure it out, and I can never figure it out because it's not easy to figure out.
You've never
They had it not easy to figure out.
what? You've never been on Google?
Google does not make voting easy. Fuck out of here.
No, but Google tells you who your fucking representatives are.
Do they?
Yeah, absolutely.
See, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, bro. Well, I mean, I didn't know a lot of this shit until I was involved with student government, and then I started to learn things that I never learned before. It was incredible. I'm very, very grateful.
But did you know what the Fifth Amendment was?
No, I didn't know what he was talking about.
Yeah, so he definitely taught you some good information. So don't be sold that shit.
Okay, first off, he didn't say Fifth Amendment. He said,
Yes, he did.
no, he didn't. He said Article 5. So get your shit straight.
Yeah, it's the Fifth Amendment. It's the Fifth Amendment.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. My bad.
You're a bad listener.
Well, you get the point. Okay. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to play a little clip and then let's talk about it if we can.
Yeah, I gotta go in like a couple minutes.
Oh my God. Okay, here we go. The whole reason we started the show was so we could talk about this shit, but now we can't talk about it because Matt's got to go. It's very ironic.
Evening to our viewers
Whoa, fucking loud as shit, maybe? Okay.
in the West. It is a busy Friday night as there are several breaking stories as we come on the air tonight. We're going to get to the U.S. declaring a public health emergency over that deadly coronavirus in just a moment. But we're going to begin tonight with late drama on Capitol Hill. The U.S. Senate voting 51-49 against calling witnesses in the president's impeachment trial. Republicans refuse to allow new testimony just hours after learning about new allegations from the president's former national security advisor, John Bolton, including that the president personally pushed him to help dig up dirt on his rivals. Well, tonight, the president's acquittal seems all but certain, but the final vote on his fate won't be decided until next week. Weijia Zhang is at the White House, but we're going to begin with Nancy Cordes on Capitol Hill. Nancy?
Nora, this debate has gripped the Senate
All
for
right,
days.
pause it,
In
pause
the
it.
end, all but 2 Senate Republicans voted not to compel
Lucas.
new witness testimony in this trial. One
Sorry about
Democrat
that.
called it
Lucas.
Sorry about that. What's going on? Talk to me.
Well, first of all, I don't know why they talk in that pattern. I can't even listen to it. It makes me just fall asleep. I can't even. I can't listen to that shit.
Do you know what they said?
No, I couldn't. I lost track because I almost fell asleep. They talk like this, and it really just loses me as a human being because they're talking like they are robots, which they are not.
Do you know?
I hope.
Well, here's what I found out after watching the news. It turns out that the Senate impeachment trial came down to just 2 votes the other night. And unfortunately, if you are a Democrat, you're not going to be satisfied or happy with the results.
So in human talk, 2 motherfuckers didn't vote the right way.
Well, or you could say that 51 people didn't vote the right way. It just depends how you look at it.
What?
What?
What'd you say?
I said, or you could say that 51 people did not vote the right way.
But I thought you said they lost by 2.
Yeah, but if 51 people had voted differently, they would have won by 98.
Well, yeah, so at least 2 motherfuckers didn't vote the right way.
2 Republicans didn't vote the right way.
Yeah, the fucking bitch-ass motherfuckers.
Yeah, you know how they do.
Yeah.
So basically, there was the Republican senator from Maine who voted to see witnesses, and hold on, we gotta see this. Let's just see what this motherfucker had to say about it, and then I don't know. It was a guy, Republican. I can't remember what his name was, but he's a piece of shit, I believe. Here we go. We're gonna. Oh, wrong one. Here you go. You ready for this? Okay.
That's according to former National Security Advisor John Bolton, whose upcoming book
I
describes
can't listen to this shit.
the Oval Office last May.
Oh, I thought they were actually gonna give us some audio, but they didn't do it.
And they just talk like robots. I literally can't listen to it. It's terrible.
Hurts you on the inside?
It's not that. My brain automatically just ignores it. It's like, this is nonsense robot talk. Don't even waste your time.
That's what your brain tells you?
It subconsciously does that. Like, the second I hear that pattern, I just ignore that shit.
That's funny. That's very funny. Oh, so did you check out the new studio?
I have not. I'm on my phone. Oh yeah, no, I found that other thing. I could click on that.
Wait, what?
I don't have Wi-Fi on this phone. I gotta find my other Wi-Fi device.
Oh, shit. Well, you know what that means. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for another commercial. Check out CVEGA.
Beast number be the 6. I'm all about my bag, I ain't worried about no bitch. Out the night, get high, lay low. 12 on patrol, trying to catch another quote. This empty void in my soul couldn't be filled with gold. When this rain turns to snow, will you be there to hold it down? To get a living, black soul, new dimension. Swear I've been about my business like the Matrix, I see digits. You know me, said I'm a winner, always been a young go-getter. Right around, and I get the shit. Young go-getter syndicate, I'm always where the mission is, even in the trenches shit. Got battle scars, some past wars, not all one. You win some and lose some.
Actions speak louder than words would say. I'm a new man today. This goes out to all my fathers. This goes out to all my fathers. Actions speak louder than words would say. I'm a new man today. Oh, I thought you would say something different. All right. I got it. I was just considering what you were saying. Step back a little bit, you know. This goes out to all my fathers. This goes out to all my fathers. Actions speak louder than words would say. I'm a new man today. This goes out to all my fathers. This goes out to all my fathers. Actions speak louder than words would say. I'm a new man today. I feel like you don't think I have what it takes. What a shame. What makes a man protect and provide? And with this sober mind, a nigga no longer blind. Shit swallowed my pride, and now it's hard to digest. But then I feel lost and depressed. But give it your best, oh yes, and trust the process. Nigga, you ain't dead yet. Nah. What don't kill you make you stronger. It's time to step up. Your back's against the wall at gunpoint, and on your forehead's a red dot. Fake love and fake lies with suggestions. I don't need it, you can keep it. I have my reasons. Yeah. As you take on the label, sperm donor. As you get older, your heart gets colder, and that's not closure. Free game. I'm giving out free game. Free game. I'm like Batman, but I'm a Superman, yeah. This goes out to all my fathers. This goes out to all my fathers. Actions speak louder than words would say. I'm a new man today. This goes out to all my fathers. This goes out to all my fathers. Yeah. Actions speak louder than words would say. Yeah. I'm a new man today. Just had my first child, a baby girl, so precious, I'ma give it a whirl. Ain't talking diamonds and pearls, I'm dropping gems, I can't pretend, it all depends on you. She's a sponge and watching every single thing that I do.
Distraction. What's going on, everybody? If you're just tuning in with us, we're here talking about the Senate impeachment trial that is still, as we speak, underway. The Senate just denied the ability for witnesses to be involved in the trial. There will be no witnesses. So, if you hear anything about what in the world, ladies and gentlemen, we have a brand new star on the show. Her name is Chloe. Her name is Chloe. All right. Now that she's got her 15 seconds of fame, back to Trump and the impeachment trial. It seems as though he's familiar with being an outlaw. And I see it very unlikely that justice will be served in the case of this impeachment. So, if you're like me and wondering what the hell is going to happen next, well, then you're like me, because I don't know what's going to happen next either. It's very, very unsettling when we can't even hear from witnesses who have what most people would say is damning evidence against the President of the United States. Seems a bit like, I don't know, tampering with evidence, maybe. I hope you put this on ×2 speed, because my brain is not moving quick enough to deliver on point, accurate, precise information that you like. So what happens if I just go live and I move right into the next topic? Oh my goodness. Okay, sorry for that brief intermission while I stared at my phone, but that's how it works here on Inspire Distraction. Oh yeah. We'll be right back. We'll be right back. Ladies, are you tired of paying too much for health and beauty products that don't really work? Well, don't worry, because Mary Kay and their wonderful consultant Erin Ziegler have all the health and beauty products that you need, and they're affordable. Oh yeah, and they actually work. So, don't miss your opportunity. Go to marykay.com/eziegler. If you're interested in selling your own Mary Kay products, you too can be a consultant. Just contact Erin Ziegler at marykay.com/eziegler. All of the links will be listed in the description below. Sharon Lester Photography. She does maternity pictures, newborn pictures, milestone pictures, and family pictures, all at a great rate with incredible quality. Don't miss your opportunity to book an appointment now. You can find her on Instagram at Sharon Anna, or you can find her on Facebook at Sharon Lester Photography. All of the links will be listed in the description below. Don't miss your chance to book an appointment now. Sharon Lester Photography. Book an appointment. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back here on Inspired Distraction. I'm your host, Distracted. And I hate to break it to you, but that's going to be all for today's show. We might be back later with a little bit of music, conversation. But until next time, don't forget, distraction can lead to inspiration. So whenever you get the chance, inspire. Distraction.